So that's even lesser in India. But I was improving on my craft.
Okay. How did you
And
improve?
then
Like, what was the procedure? Can I know?
there for writing there is no procedure except writing.
Okay.
It's like it's kind of like a culmination of two things. Number one, writing, and then number two, like observing. All good writers are good observers. You will notice that in your life as well. All good writers are good observers, especially when those that write fiction, because they have to describe stuff. They are very good with observing stuff. And I learned this from my fiction days when I wrote that novel.
Yeah.
I used to notice people, and because I like to add some small quirks in characters and all, and so I would like look at people and be like, oh, he does this thing which he does subconsciously, but and he probably doesn't even realize he does it. And I would add that quirk into the character, and so I started becoming good at observation during that time. And so in when I started
Hmm.
doing freelance writing, that's not fiction, that's basically non-fiction. You're always writing about info based stuff.
Hmm.
So it's vastly different from what I was doing before, but the observation stayed because I was observing what are native writers doing.
Hmm.
Why does native writing sound native, and why doesn't my writing sound native? And why does this guy, why is he able to write so much better than me, when like I'm using pretty much like I'm using a good vocabulary, it has good flow, but it just somehow isn't as good as this guy. And so that observation, those small little things that you start to observe and then work on, and
Hmm.
then it's just practice, to be honest. By now I think edited well over 500, 600 articles.
Yeah.
I've written like 100 or so. So I mean, when you put in the work, there's